Hi, I'm Corbin Fry. In today's world, we take many things for granted. Over 60 years ago, the hard-fought childhood of a young girl did not stop her from saving her and her twin sisters' lives from their imprisonment at the Auschwitz concentration camps. Who is this courageous hero? Her name, Eva Mozes Kor.
I looked around. The first sight that I saw of this camp was the site of the barbed wire and the barracks there. There were people everywhere here. That whole selection platform was filled with people. I looked around and I thought, where is my mom, my dad, and my two older sisters? And I tried to look for them. I couldn't find them. As we were standing here, and the interesting thing is, the train is here. My mother never moved with a crowd that was going toward the gas chamber for selection. And there was a person, tall, with gleaming black boots, who was doing something like that which made no sense to me whatsoever. So Mengele was doing the selections that day. We stayed here, and the crowd moved. And then SS was running, yelling in German, Zwillinge. We did not volunteer any information. Miriam and I were dressed alike and looked very much alike. And he approached us, demanding to know, are they twins? And my poor mother didn't know what to say. She asked if that was good. And the SS nodded yes. And my mother said yes. At that moment, another SS came, pulled my mother to the right. We were pulled to the left. And as I looked back, I saw my mother's arms stretched out in despair. And that's the last time I saw her.
You, as children, you were not aware that you were going to die?
Oh, actually, we knew that there were Mengele wanted to kill us. But I was not going to be the one. I was going to beat the odds. That was my attitude from the first day I arrived here. It was one student at the school where I was lecturing a few weeks ago asked me, did you ever fear you were going to die? I said, I never permitted myself to fear. Because the minute you let fear go into your mind, you're not concentrating on how to survive. As the gurney was filled with bodies collected during the day, one of the girls who was in the twins barrack recognized her mother. So we watched bodies, seeing dead bodies, it was a daily thing. I always say I had a guardian angel, or you can call it a miracle, but I also had a very strong desire.
To live.
To live. Unbelievable desire. The only way I could defeat the Nazis was to stay alive.
One of the qualities of a superhero is teaching others right from wrong. Eva Mozes Kor spends much of her time teaching others around the world that hatred is wrong and forgiveness and tolerance are right.
I have learned some very important lessons that I would like to share with you. Lesson number one, never ever give up. No matter how difficult your lives are, they couldn't be as difficult as ours was. 60 years ago today, the long nightmare of the Nazi regime was over. I was liberated and I was physically free, but our hearts and minds were imprisoned by pain and the tragedy that we have endured. Most of my fellow survivors are still imprisoned by that pain. I am deeply touched that you are here with me in Auschwitz. I am glad to see many heads of state make the journey to learn that the price of unchecked hatred and prejudice is a world tragedy like Auschwitz. I am passing on this torch to you, to all of you today, with the hope that you can teach the world about what happened here in Auschwitz, work to eliminate hatred and prejudice, and teach the world to heal by forgiving those who hurt us. I am going to take you all on a little trip. We are going to carry a rock in our hand, and we are going to stand on an imaginary bridge overlooking an imaginary, very quiet lake. We'll drop in one rock into the water, and we will see a ripple. All of you drop your rocks into the water, and you are going to see ripple touching ripple. Everything we do in our lives, it's like a ripple in the lake. It touches the lives of many people, and it also has far-reaching effects. Let us pledge here today that we will work to heal the pain of the world, to teach the truth, to eliminate prejudice and hatred in our lifetime. I had the power to forgive the ruler of Auschwitz. And it was a very interesting feeling. It made me feel really good inside. So again, without really analyzing what I was feeling, I decided, no, I can't forgive Mengele. And if I forgive Dr. Mengele, the angel of death, I might as well forgive everybody.
When the situation seems impossible, superheroes dig down deep to find a way to win. When her Holocaust museum was burnt down in hate crime, Eva Kor became more determined to rebuild and continue teaching her message.
One of them approached me and said, I am sorry to tell you, but I think it's a hate crime. I said, well, why on earth would anybody hate? We are trying to teach here how to prevent hatred. He said, well, we have found graffiti on the wall that indicates that probably that is what it is. So they finally let me come around, and then I looked inside, I could see that everything was gone. It's one of the most exciting days of my life. It is just proves to me that hard work, dedication, and the attitude of never ever giving up, no matter how many hardships we had in building that building, we didn't give up, we worked through it, and here we are to celebrate the reopening. It is a beautiful building. It has a potential of teaching tremendous lessons, and even from just the style of that building, it is immediately resembled something very dignified and something that teaches young people about the lessons, the number of people who were murdered, and here we finally have done it, and everything went off okay, which is really the other big relief.
Thank you for watching our tribute to Eva Mozes Kor. While she may not possess the powers of a superhero, to us, she does have the heart, the courage, and the character of a superhero.